Your evidence really deals with Article 7 and Article 8 of CEDAW about women's participation in public office, public life, both domestically and internationally.
Yes.
In relation to Article 7, public office and participation in civil society, do you think the UK has adequately adopted and implemented this CEDAW provision?
No, in short. The evidence and the reasons behind this is, if you look at any levels of, be it the Foreign Office, be it the simply the MEPs, any sort of high level office, you see the gender of. So when I talk about the gender, I talk about the gender of diplomacy. Increase the nominal rate of women in these sectors. We have to increase the substantive, or we have to, let's say, recreate the substantive nature of these institutions, because it's not simply, if we simply increase the numbers, which the UK has done kind of okay with, but if you increase the numbers, you do not increase how we view and how we interpret and how we respect and look at the rights of women, then for me it is simply, it means little to none.
And I think one of the examples that you give of that is the placements of people within international and their status within the sort of ranking of the profession. Can you expand on that a little?
Yes, certainly. So regarding the, I've done a study of the top 40 OECD countries with the UK included in this. And if you look at where the female ambassadors are placed, there are, first of all, there are on average 16% female ambassadors around the world. Let's just say that 16% is brilliant, phenomenal, the best we can do. Let's just say, for argument's sake, which is not the case, but let's just say. But when you look at that 16%, what you see is they are not getting New York, they are not getting Geneva, they are not getting Paris, they're not getting Brussels, they're not getting any postings of power and real significance. Yes, at the moment now we have in the UK a female diplomat, a female ambassador, but that is quite a unique situation. So my argument there is that when I go and speak to foreign ministries, and I have spoken to the FCO, for example, and they immediately come back to me with statistics and numbers, and we've increased it by this much, and look how much we've done by this. And I'll come back and say, well, actually, where exactly have you posted these, where are these numbers going? And they're not going to the high level, they're not going to the places of power, they're not going to the places where policy can make substantial change.
Or even where women are becoming part and parcel of political life, they still don't have the power.
Exactly.
How do you think the implementation of CEDAW could change that for the UK?
Well, first of all, the implementation itself, we would at least have a standing, a benchmark. But then, of course, as I said, it comes back to the people having and creating and wanting to create a substantive change in these places of power. So it would require not working groups, for example, to really try and bring about, and this is not something that is going to change overnight. You can change numbers overnight, of course, and I welcome the change in numbers, don't get me wrong. And I am not saying let's dismiss the numerical increase of women in these places, but there needs to be knowledge of, from all members, not just the women. The men need to come into the debate of changing how we view and how we construct these places of higher office. So having the implementation, yes, is a good thing. It's a groundwork, and from there we can work towards recreating places of public office that are not built by, sustained by, and recreated by men.